and your Emory Henry College Wasps. Today is Senior Day here at Emory Henry, and we would like to take a few moments to honor our 6 seniors competing in their final regular season home games today. This group has won 84 games over their career and has the highest national ranking in program history at number 9. They reached the ODAC Tournament Championship game in 2018, helped lead the Wasps to the Demorest Regional of the NCAA Division III Tournament in 2019, and played in the NFCA Leadoff Classic in Tucson, Arizona last spring. Our first senior is number 9, Kendall Hyatt. Kendall is a native of Ararat, Virginia, and a graduate of Carroll County High School. She's played in 92 games over her 4-year career, starting all 43 games the past 2 seasons. A 2-time member of the ODAC All-Academic Team and a 2018 NFCA All-America Scholar Athlete. Kendall will be graduating with a Bachelor of Science degree in Exercise Science and a minor in Psychology. She plans to attend the Emory Henry School of Health Sciences and pursue a doctorate in physical therapy. Kendall is being escorted today by her father, Brad Hyatt. Ladies and gentlemen, number 9, Kendall Hyatt. Number 14, Alex Braun. Alice is a native of Lexington, South Carolina, and a graduate of William A. Huff High School. She has played in 95 games over her career with 61 appearances in the circle, an All-ODAC third-team selection in 2019, a member of the 2020 ODAC All-Academic Team, and a 2-time ODAC Player of the Week this season. Alex will be graduating with a Bachelor of Science degree in Management. She plans to return home to South Carolina and begin a career in business. Alex is being escorted today by her parents, Bill and Cindy Braun, and her sister, Nicole. Ladies and gentlemen, number 14, Alex Braun. Number 19, Cam Durr. Cam is a native of Denver, North Carolina, and a graduate of William A. Huff High School. She has appeared in 66 games in the circle over her career and was named to the All-ODAC second team in 2019 and is also a 2-time ODAC Pitcher of the Week. She will graduate with a Bachelor of Arts degree in Mass Communications and a minor in Graphic Design. She plans to begin a career as a television sports reporter. Cam is being escorted today by her mother, Blair Arledge, and brother, Ethan. Ladies and gentlemen, number 19, Cam Durr. Number 22, Kendall Varner. Kendall is a native of Bassett, Virginia, and a graduate of Bassett High School. She has played in 124 games over her career and was named to the All-ODAC First Team and NFCA All-Atlantic Region Third Team in 2019. A 2-time ODAC Player of the Week, 3-time ODAC All-Academic Team member, and 2-time NFCA All-America Scholar Athlete, Kendall is also a member of the college's chapter of Chi Alpha Sigma, the National Scholar Athlete Honor Society. She will graduate with a Bachelor of Science degree in Exercise Science and attend the Emory Henry School of Health Sciences in the fall to pursue a doctorate in physical therapy. She is being escorted today by her parents, Adam and LaDonna Varner. Ladies and gentlemen, number 22, Kendall Varner. Number 23, Allison Stedman. Allison is a native of Kingsport, Tennessee, and a graduate of Sullivan Central High School. She has played in 89 games over her 4-year career, starting all 43 over the past 2 seasons. A member of the 2020 ODAC All-Academic Team, Allison will graduate with a Bachelor of Arts degree in Health and Physical Education and will be student teaching in the fall. She is currently awaiting her acceptance into Emory Henry's Master of Education program. If I could take a couple moments of personal privilege, I'd like to thank Allison, especially for everything she's done for us in the athletic department and helping us keep everything going. She's being escorted today by her parents, David and Michael Stedman. Ladies and gentlemen, number 23, Allison Stedman. Number 28, Hannah Morrison. And as a native of Lebanon, Virginia, and a graduate of Lebanon High School, she has played in 35 games over her 4-year career and is a 2-time member of the ODAC All-Academic Team. Hannah will graduate with a Bachelor of Arts degree in Interdisciplinary History and Social Sciences for elementary education and will complete her Master of Education degree this fall. She is being escorted today by her parents, Jeff and Angela Morrison, and her sister, Adrian. Ladies and gentlemen, number 28, Hannah Morrison. Let's have one more big round of applause for our 6 seniors.
fifth and catching, number 13, Olivia Herman. Batting sixth, in left field, number 19, Kaylee Hackett. Batting seventh, the center fielder, number 8, Gracie Dooley. Batting eighth, the first baseman, number 25, Sophie Tully. Rounding out the order at second base, number 2, Ashley Haley. Pitching game 1 in the flex position for the Hornets, number 24, Emily Charlton. And now the starters for year 2021, Emory Henry College Wasps, under head coach Tommy Forster and assistants Taylor Wright, Jason Delp, and Nicole Poore. Leading off the center fielder, number 1, Anna Thomas. Batting second, the left fielder, number 11, Nicole Cox. Batting third in right field, a senior, number 14, Alex Braun. The cleanup hitter for the Wasps, the third baseman, a senior, number 23, Allison Stedman. Batting fifth and catching, number 24, Morgan Silvas. Batting sixth, the first baseman, a senior, number 22, Kendall Varner. Batting seventh, the shortstop, a senior, number 9, Kendall Hyatt. Batting eighth, the designated player, number 28, a senior, Hannah Morrison. And rounding out the order, at second base, number 7, Haley Mintz. Pitching in the flex position, number 19, Cam Durr, a senior. At this time, we will honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning in today for this matchup between the Emory Henry Wasp and the Lynchburg Hornets. Today's senior day. You saw us honor our 6 seniors earlier. A lot of them will be in the lineup today, so you'll be able to see them in their final game as a Wasp, looking to go out with a bang. Let's take a look at the fielding lineup for the Wasp today. At first base will be number 22, Kendall Varner. At second will be number 7, Haley Mintz. Shortstop will be number 9, Kendall Hyatt. At the hot corner will be number 23, Allison Stedman. Out left will be number 11, Nicole Cox. In center will be Anna Thomas. In right will be number 14, Alex Braun. Behind the plate will be number 24, Morgan Silvas. And in the circle for the Wasps will be number 19, Cam Durr. So the Wasps with a couple changes today on senior day, but all in all, a very similar lineup as they normally have, as a lot of their seniors are, make an impact on this game. Well, actually all of their seniors definitely make an impact on this team, and it's shown through the starting lineup. Obviously, in the circle, as I said earlier, is Cam Durr, the senior pitcher. She comes in with a 3.92 ERA, a 10-2 record over. She's got 75 innings pitched, and opponents are hitting .213 against her. So Wasp looking for a great performance from her against this Hornets lineup. So with that, we will get things underway here. No. So leading off for Lynchburg will be number 10, Lexi Powell. Freshman from Vinton, Virginia is going to try to get things started early for the Hornets. First pitch to Powell is a ball low. Durr is able to answer back with a strike that evens the count at 1-1. And that's going to be a big thing for Cam today. Not always has the, spot on accuracy. That ball is driven into right, but foul. Not always have, spot on accuracy, but someone who definitely has a strikeout pitch, definitely has the ability to control the zone. So that'll be what the Wasps are going to be asking of her today, that even if she may get down in a count, that she's able to come back and answer the call and dominate this Hornets lineup. And that is strike 3, swung on and missed. So that'll be the first out of the game and the first out of the inning. And that'll bring up number 12, Kaylee Hughgate, for the Hornets. First pitch to Hughgate is a ball out. Hughgate shows bunt, pulls back, and wisely does so because that is a called ball. So she'll have a 2-0 count here with a hitter's count early in this game. And there's ball 3. And there's ball 4. So Hughgate will head on down to first. That'll be the first walk of the day for Durr. So Lynchburg will have a runner on first and 1 out as number 15, Carly Cundiff, steps to the plate. First pitch to Cundiff is a ball in the dirt. And that is 5 straight balls for Durr. Ball 2, so Cundiff with a hitter's count here with 1 out. And ball 3. And there's 2 straight 4-pitch walks for Durr. So runners on first and second and 1 out for number 26, Brie Hodges. And with that, there'll be a coaches meeting at the mound. try to settle down Cam. And this is obviously not the start she wanted for the game, but I think that this is a situation where a maturity out of Durr will be shown. She's been in plenty of situations like this. Just needs to calm down and kind of do what she does and do what she's done her entire career here. So this will definitely, in my opinion, will be a defining moment of this game if she's able to kind of settle in and do what she needs to do. So after that brief meeting, we'll get back to the action. The Hornets have runners on first and second and 1 out for number 26, Brie Hodges. First pitch to Hodges is a called strike on the inside corner, and it's exactly what the Wasps wanted to see out of Durr. She can kind of settle in and battle back. And they're swung on and missed, so Hodges quickly down 0-2. Ball one in the dirt. That'll bring the count to 1-2. Hodges thinks about the high pitch, but holds back and evens the count at 2-2. And that high fastball can really be enticing to a hitter, as if they're able to keep their hands up, they're able to drive it a long way, but it's a double-edged sword because it's so difficult if someone has some velocity to keep your hands up. There's ball 3, so the count will move to full here on Hodges. She's able to battle all the way back into this at-bat. And there's ball 4. Durr is not happy about it, but that will walk the bases loaded. So with 1 out and the bases juiced, Lynchburg will send to the plate number 13, Olivia Herman. Herman with 12 RBIs on the season, looking to add to it here early in the game. First pitch to Herman is a called strike on the outside corner. That pitch is grounded to short. Hyatt throws home. They get the out. So a great play by the Wasps to save a run. So bases will remain loaded, but there'll be 2 outs for the Wasps as number 19, Kaylee Hackett, steps to the plate for the Hornets. This is a very different situation for Cam. That ground ball that was able to get an out at home completely changes the situation to now she doesn't have to worry about a sacrifice fly. She doesn't have to worry about a ground ball that is able to score runs, a deep ground ball that's able to score runs. Now the Wasps just need to get an out at any base. So that definitely changes the situation and definitely puts the Wasps in a better situation here with 2 outs. That pitch is driven into left, and it is down. So 1 run will score, and 2 runs score for the Hornets. Ball's thrown to third, and there's the out. So Wasps able to get the final out of the inning, but not before the Hornets are able to plate 2 runs. So after the first half of the inning, your score is Lynchburg 2, Emory Henry 0. So as we get action back started here in the bottom of the first, let's take a look at the pitcher for the Hornets. It is number 24, Emily Charlton. Emily is a lefty with a 1.92 ERA over 62 innings pitched, and opponents are hitting 245 against her. But the big number that I look at when I see is only 4 walks over the season. So Charlton is definitely someone who will stay around the zone, which is really good for this Wasp offense. Is their offense is one that you can try to slow down, but you definitely can't stop. And the only time they really have issues is when they kind of get themselves out swinging at bad pitches. So a pitcher out of Charlton who's going to stay around the zone all day is definitely a good sign for the Wasps. But as we get things started, we will see our leadoff batter for the Wasps, number 1, Anna Thomas. First pitch to Thomas is a ball up. Ball low, so Thomas ahead in the count early here. She's got a hitter's count 2-0. That pitch is skied into shallow right, but it is down for a hit. So ball hit into no man's land, perfectly placed. Nobody's able to get to it, so a leadoff hit for the Wasps, and they'll have a runner on first as number 11, Nicole Cox, steps to the plate. And that's one when you're Thomas. Off the bat, you're probably pretty frustrated. You feel that you just popped out, but, happy accidents happen, and that ball was just perfectly placed right in a spot where the second baseman was going back. She was called off by both outfielders, and neither outfielder could get to it, and we have a leadoff base hit. So we shall see if Cox is able to continue this start for the Wasps. She's obviously a slap bunter, so moving on most pitches. So expect something of that nature from Cox. There's a strike called, so the count will even up at 1s. Cox shows bunt, but fouls that pitch straight back. That'll move the count to 1-2. And that pitch is driven foul down the right field line. Count still remains 1-2. And there's strike 3 swung through. So Cox will go down on strikes, and there'll be 1 out for number 14, Alex Braun. Braun leading the team in average, and up there in the ODAC was leading for a while. I'm not entirely sure if she's still leading with a .524 average, but someone who has been just a catalyst for this Wasp offense. And obviously looking to do more of the same here on her senior day. Strike 2 called, so Braun in a hole early. Going to have to battle here. And again, we've talked about earlier, Charlton just staying around the zone all day. But there's only one to have a 1.92 ERA and those of walks. She's going to definitely pick her spot. She's going to stay in the corner. She's going to stay away from these Wasps. So they're going to have to put some swings on some pitches that aren't, their favorite to hit, but you're going to have to find a way to get them in. So that pitch is driven to short, but caught. So 2 down for the Wasp as Hughgate catches that line drive, and that'll send to the plate number 23, Allison Stedman.
The third baseman, number 23, Allison Stedman.
First pitch to Stedman is a ball up. And a breaking ball that just misses will have Stedman with a 2-0 count. And there's ball 3, so Stedman way ahead here. And there's strike 1. So a 3-1 count here. Stedman still in the driver's seat with this hitter's count. That pitch is grounded to second. Flip to 2 for the easy out. So Wasp unable to do much after the lead-off single. So after 1 full inning, your score is still Lynchburg 2, Emory and Henry 0. So after 1 full inning, score is still 2-0 Lynchburg, and I think the Wasps definitely learned their lesson in that first inning that this Lynchburg lineup is not going to swing at balls. They're going to have to definitely fill up the zone. They're not going to do her any favors. So first hitter that Durrell see is number 8, Gracie Dooley. First pitch to Dooley is a ball high. And Durr answers back with a strike on the outside corner. Beautiful pitch that evens the count up at ones. And ball in the dirt will move the count to 2-1. That pitch is fouled straight back. Dooley will have a 2-2 count. It's swung on and missed, so that'll be the first out of the inning. That'll bring up the first baseman, number 25, Sophie Tully. She'll have one out, nobody on. First pitch to Tully is a ball high. That pitch is grounded to third, but foul. That'll even the count up at 1-1. Durr misses wide again. That'll move the count to 2-1. And a strike called in the inside corner. That'll even the count up at 2s. That pitch is fouled down the left field line. Count will still remain 2-2. And swung on and missed. So second strike out of the inning. And seems like Durr has definitely settled in. So with 2 outs, the Hornets will send to the plate number 2, Ashley Haley, looking to get something started for this Hornets offense in the top of the second. First pitch to Haley is a ball inside corner. And there's ball 2, so Haley with a hitter's count here, 2-0. And there's strike 1 called, so the count will move to 2-1. Haley shows bunt, but pulls back. Umpire checks over at first to see if she was able to pull back in time, and he says that she does. So Haley's count will move to 3-1. And there's ball 4. So Ashley Haley will truck on down to first. And the Hornets will send to the plate number 10, Lexi Powell, with 2 outs. First pitch to Powell is a ball up. There's ball 2. Silvas checks over at first. But Haley's able to get back in plenty of time on the back pick. Count is 2-0. Ball in the dirt brings the count to 3-0. And Cam answers back to get back into this at-bat with a strike, making the count 3-1. And there's ball 4, so 2 straight walks for Durr. That'll bring up number 12, Kaylee Hughgate. She'll have 2 outs and runners on first and second. Hughgate shows bunt on the first pitch, but pulls back as that was a ball. And there's ball 2. So Durr quickly behind in this at-bat, 2-0. There's ball 3. 3-0 count to Kaylee Hughgate with 2 outs and runners on first and second. There's strike 1 called, so 3-1 count. And there's ball 4, so 3 straight walks for Durr. That'll load the bases up. And Silvas calls time to talk everything over with her infield. And if you're Durr here, you just got to remember not to try to do too much. You have bases loaded, so any ball in play in the infield will most likely result in an out. So you don't have to strike this player out. Just fill up the zone, let them hit the ball, have the confidence in your defense that they'll make the play, and you can get out of this inning scot-free. So after that meeting, we'll get back to the action as number 15, Carly Cundiff, steps to the plate. She'll have bases loaded and 2 outs. First pitch to Cundiff is a ball in the dirt. And there's a strike on the inside corner. That evens the count up at 1-1. That pitch is fouled straight back. Count moves to 1-2. And there's strike 3 called, so Durr able to work herself out of another jam. So even with the bases loaded, the Wasp able to get out of the top of the second with no runs. So after 1.5, your score is Lynchburg 2, Emory and Henry 0. So here in the bottom of the second, the Wasp will lead it off with number 24, Morgan Silvas. Silvas hitting .271 with 3 bombs this year. So the Wasp definitely would love to see some of that power out of the freshman. First pitch to her is a ball low. And there's ball 2. So Silvas looking for a pitch in a Pringle can. Looking for that perfect pitch that she's able to drive. And there's strike 1. So the count will move to 2-1. That pitch is driven right to number 2, Ashley Haley at second base. So the Wasps with some bad luck to start this game as they've lined out twice. But that'll bring to the plate number 22, Kendall Varner. First pitch to Varner is a ball on the outside. And there's strike 1 called, so Varner with a 1-1 count. And there's ball 2. Although the spectators might not love the wind today as it's a little chilly, Varner is definitely one that welcomes it as she is always looking to use that left field wind. Unable to do it there, though. She grounds out to short and will be the second out of the inning. That'll bring to the plate number 9, Kendall Hyatt.
At the plate, the shortstop, number 9, Kendall Hyatt.
First pitch to Hyde is swung on and missed. And there's ball 1. That'll even the count up at 1s. Ball up, and watching Charleston, even when she misses, it's just by a couple of inches. So always living around the plate. The pitch is swung on and missed. So Hyatt with a 2-2 count here with 2 outs. That pitch is fouled straight back. So we'll remain at 2-2. There's a ball up, so the count will move to full here with 2 outs in the bottom of the second. And the payoff pitch is fouled straight back. So we will run back that count again here, 3-2. And that pitch is hit into shallow center, caught by Ashley Haley for the final out of the inning. So not much happening for the Wasps there as they go down 3 straight. So after 2 full innings, your score is still Lynchburg 2, Emory Henry 0. So after 2 full innings, we've seen a little bit of a rocky start for Durr. In 2 straight innings, had the bases loaded. So Wasp looking to kind of switch that up, maybe have a quick inning here in the top of the third. First pitch. First player that Durr will see from the Lynchburg lineup will be number 26, Brie Hodges. First pitch to Hodges is a ball out. And a pitch that just misses. Might be a call that Durr would have got maybe if she was more around the zone today, but you tend to earn those strikes with the umpire as the day goes on. There's a strike on the inside corner, moving the count to 2-1. That pitch is driven foul down the right field line. That'll even the count out of 2s. There's ball 3 high. So the count will move to full here for Hodges. That pitch is fouled off. And there's ball 4. So the Hornets working a lot of these counts, taking them deep, and all that that's doing is just increasing Durr's pitch count early here in the game. So with 1 out and nobody on, Durr will face number 13, Olivia Herman. Herman shows bunt. She pops it up though. Durr able to make the play for the first out of the inning. So a gift given by the Hornets as the Wasps able to get an easy out on that, what would have been a sacrifice bunt. Now coming to the plate for Lynchburg is number 19, Kaylee Hackett. She'll have a runner on first and 1 out. First pitch to Hackett is flown out to center, easily caught by Anna Thomas for the second out of the inning. So the Wasps able to quickly get 2 there after the leadoff walk. And the Hornets will send to the plate number 8, Gracie Dooley. First pitch to Dooley is a ball way out. Silvas able to jump out there and stop it before Hodges was able to take second. That pitch is fouled off, so the count will even out at 1s. That pitch is swung on and missed. Hodges takes off for second, and she is safe. Looks like there wasn't a ton of communication by the Wasps to let Silvas know that the runner was going. But there'll be a 1-2 count on Dooley. And that's a good thing with having 2 outs. You don't really have to care about the runners as long as you focus on the batter. And Durr does right there get the final out of the inning. So after 2.5, your score is still Lynchburg 2, Emory Henry 0. So leading off the bottom of the third is number 28, Hannah Thomas. Thomas not getting a ton of ABs this year in her senior season, but when she does, she's definitely made them count. She's been a huge help for the Wasps both on and off the field, so she'll be looking to start things off here for the Wasps in the bottom of the third. First pitch to Morrison is a called strike. And Morrison fouls that one off, so she'll be down 0-2 here. And that pitch just misses, moving the count to 1-2. That pitch is driven into left. It is down. So Morrison trucking into second. So she'll be out on the throw. Looked like it was going to roll a little farther than it actually did. The Hornets able to pounce on it. So a base hit for Morrison. Just unfortunately thrown out at second. So that'll be the first out of stolen bag there with one out. And there Thomas goes down swinging on strikes. So there'll be 2 outs for number 11, Nicole Cox, and a runner in scoring position.
The left fielder, number 11, Nicole Cox.
First pitch to Cox is swung on and missed. Pitch is swung on and driven deep into left. And that'll be down for extra bases as it's off the wall. And a 2-out double for Nicole Cox puts the Wasp on the board. Scores now 2-1. And you could see from where we are, the pitch before, the Hornets coach asking her left fielder to play in on Cox. Not sure if Cox saw that, but she definitely made Lynchburg pay for that as she hit the ball right over that left fielder who was just brought in. So with 2 outs, the Wasps will send to the plate number 14, Alex Braun. She'll look to keep this 2-out rally going. First pitch to Braun is swung on and missed, and she's kicking herself there because that ball was in the dirt. Sometimes you just get a little anxious and get fooled on a breaking pitch early. And there's a ball out, so count will even up at 1s. There's ball 2, so Braun back in control of this at-bat. She's got a 2-1 count. That pitch is driven deep into left. That'll be extra bases. It's off the wall. Cox rounded third, headed for home. And with 2 swings of the bat with 2 outs, Wasps are able to tie this game up at 2s on back-to-back doubles. That'll bring to the plate number 23, Allison Stedman, but not before the Lynchburg Hornets have a little toxie at the rubber as the Wasps have tied this game up. All right, after that quick meeting at the circle, we'll get back to the action as number 23, Allison Stedman, steps to the plate. She's got a runner in scoring position at second of Alex Braun with 2 outs, and she'll be looking to keep this 2-out rally going for the Wasps. And there's a ball high. That'll even the count out at 1s for Stedman. Stedman shows bunt, pulls back. Watches the ball go by, so she'll have a 2-1 count here. Stedman shows bunt again. Slash this time. She drops one in for a base hit in center field. Braun headed for home. She's safe. So another RBI for the Wasps. They're able to take the lead 3-2. And now we are seeing what this Wasp offense is. You give us one time through the lineup, we're going to figure you out and we're going to make you pay. So that'll bring to the plate number 24, Morgan Silvas. She'll be looking to continue this two-out rally with a runner on first. First pitch to Silvas is fouled down the third base line. Pitch is grounded to second. Haley makes the play at first, but not before the Wasps are able to tack on three and take the lead. After 3 full, your score is Emory Henry 3, Lynchburg 2. So after that great bottom of the third for the Wasps, they take the field, and this is a big top of the fourth where a no-score inning, a shutout inning, would be huge for the Wasps, as it'll submit that they will keep the momentum. And softball is such a sport of momentum. They're able to kind of shut this Lynchburg team down and kind of take the life out of them after that 3-run inning. So the first batter for the Hornets will be number 25, Sophie Tully. First pitch to her was a ball. And there's ball 2, so Tully in a hitter's count here early. And there's ball 3. Tully way ahead here. And there's ball 4. So Tully walked on 4 straight balls. And that'll send to the plate number 2, Ashley Haley. And we will see a pinch runner here at first. Number 3, Addison Walter will head on down and do the pinch running.
Pinch running at first base. Number 3, Addison Walter.
So after the 4-pitch walk, number 2, Ashley Haley will step to the plate. She shows bunt, pulls back, pitch is called a ball. She shows bunt again, this time gets it down. Wasp get the ball there in time, but a bobble by number 7, Haley Mintz, will result in an error, and Ashley Haley will get first. So the Hornets will have runners at first and second for their leadoff, number 10, Lexi Powell. Powell shows bunt, pulls back. Pitch is fouled straight back. That'll even the count out at 1s. Powell shows bunt, this time bunts it straight up. Caught by Varner. So that's the second time that the Hornets try to bunt and pop it up. That'll burst. So with 1 out, runners on first and second, the Hornets will send to the plate number 12, Kaylee Hughgate. First pitch to Hughgate is a ball out. And this Lynchburg lineup seems to really enjoy the small ball game. Unfortunately, keep on kind of shooting themselves in the foot with these pop-ups. Hughgate shows bunt. Count moves to 2-0. And there's a ball out, so 3-0 count to Hughgate. Durr has a base open at third, but not really what she wants to do with loading the bases with 1 out. And there's ball 4, so bases will be loaded as number 15, Carly Cundiff, steps to the plate. And this is a big situation for Durr. If she can get a double play ball in the middle of the infield and get out of this top of the 4th, would be a huge play. First pitch to Cundiff is a strike on the inside corner. The Wasps with their corners up, looking to get the play out at home. Cundiff thinks the ball hit her. Umpire calls a ball that didn't actually hit her. The Lynchburg coach asks for the umpires to meet and kind of talk it over. So the umpire says the ball did not hit the batter, so it'll just be a ball, and that'll even the count out at ones. There's swung on and missed by Cundiff, so she's down on the count here, 1-2. That pitch is fouled off over the first base dugout. Count will still remain 1-2. Pitch is fouled back. Pitch is skied into center. Thomas is under it. Pitch isn't deep enough for a tag up at third, so the Wasps able to kind of skirt around that. They'll now have 2 outs here with the bases loaded, and this is a much better situation for the Wasps. Coming to the plate for the Hornets will be number 26, Brie Hodges. First pitch to Hodges is a strike on the inside corner. And that pitch just misses. Called a ball. Count will even up at ones. Pitch is lined foul down the right field line. So Hodges behind to the count here, 1-2, with 2 outs and bases loaded. That pitch is fouled off again. Varner heading towards the fence, but no play as that ball goes out of play. Count is still 1-2. That pitch is grounded to Durr. She's able to toss the ball over to first for the final out of the inning. So the Wasp, again, living dangerously, but not giving up any runs. So after 3.5, your score is Emory Henry 3, Lynchburg 2. So after that shutout inning in the top of the first, Wasps look to add on to their lead here in the bottom of the fourth. First batter for the Wasps will be number 22, Kendall Varner. She watches a breaking ball for a ball. Her count is up 1-0. There's strike one called, so count will even up at ones here. And you can definitely feel the mood change as the Wasps were able to take the lead in the bottom of the third and then keep it in the top of the fourth. Lynchburg was definitely feeling confident as they loaded the bases, but it kind of takes the wind out of your sails when you've loaded the bases so many times but just can't scratch across those runs. So with a 3-1 count, Varner's going to be looking for something she can drive here. And there's ball four, so a lead-off walk for the Wasps will bring up number 9, Kendall Hyatt.
Now batting the shortstop, number 9, Kendall Hyatt.
And time called by Coach Don Simmons. Wants to talk over everything with her infield. Sometimes the coach will come out for a meeting to calm their pitcher down. Sometimes it's to figure out kind of how the infield is going to play a specific batter, and sometimes it's just to kind of break things up and slow an offense down. Regardless, the meeting is over. We'll get back to the action as number 9, Kendall Hyatt, steps to the plate with a runner on first. First pitch to Hyatt is a called strike on the outside corner. Varner takes off for second. That ball's going back, and that ball's gone! 2-run homer for Kendall Hyatt on senior day. That brings the score 5-2, Emory Henry. And that'll be one of those memories that Hyatt will bring on back from the memory bank for the rest of her life as she was able to go yard on her senior day. So after the home run, looks like there's going to be a pitching change for the Hornets. They'll bring in number 21, Haley Farlow. Farlow, righty, with a 4.45 ERA over 50 and a third innings pitched. Opponents are hitting .255 against her. But the big number that jumps out for Farlow is her team-leading 50 strikeouts. So someone who can definitely put people away. And she'll be looking to do that here against the Wasps as their offense is red hot. We will come on back to you when the action returns. Stay tuned. So the first batter for the Wasps after the pitching change will be number 28, Hannah Morrison. If you remember, her first at-bat hit a ball to left field for a single. Unfortunately, just got thrown out at second. So looking to continue what she did in her first at-bat and looking to continue what the Wasps have been doing. They called strike. That pitch is driven into left, but caught for the first out of the inning. So with one out, the Wasps will send to the plate number 7, Haley Mintz. Mintz had a single in her first at-bat.
At the plate, the second baseman, number 7, Haley Mintz.
First pitch to Mintz is driven deep to left, but way foul. So unfortunately, just a loud strike. She's got an 0-1 count. Pitch is high, called for a ball. Count will be 1-1. And there's ball 2. So Mintz with a 2-1 count here with 1 out in the bottom of the 4th. Pitch is fouled back. Brings the count to 2-2. And there's a ball up. That'll bring the count to full. Pitch is fouled straight back again. So Mintz is fighting here. Pitch is grounded to third, bobbled a smidge, thrown over to first for the second out of the inning. So with 2 outs, the Wasps will turn their lineup back over and send to the plate number 1, Anna Thomas. First pitch to Thomas is a called ball. And there's a ball up, so Thomas in a hitter's count here, 2-0. Thomas calls time. Recompose herself. And there's time called again, this time by Lynchburg. Catcher and pitcher just trying to get on the same page. So 2-0 count here to Thomas. And there's ball 3, so way ahead here with 2 outs. We'll see if Coach Forrester gives her the green light. And there's strike 1. So Thomas still way ahead in this count, 3-1. And there's ball 4, so she'll head on down to first. So with 2 outs and a runner on first, Wasps will send to the plate number 11, Nicole Cox. Remember in her last at-bat, she hit a double to the wall and left, looking to continue that. And the Wasps did all of their damage last inning with 2 outs, so we shall see if they're able to continue that 2-out rally trend that they've been on. First pitch to Cox is a ball in. And there's ball 2, so Cox in a hitter's count. There's strike 1 called. So Cox with a 2-1 count. There's ball 3. So Cox with a 3-1 count, looking for something to drive here with 2 outs. And there's ball 4. So 2 straight walks for the Wasps. And that'll bring up the senior 3-hole hitter, number 14, Alex Braun. This is exactly the situation with 2 outs that the Wasps want to be in. Runners on first and second, and their power hitter, Braun, coming to the plate. Nobody better to be in this situation. First pitch to her is fouled off. That's one of the best things about this Wasp lineup is they're able to just pass the ball, continue with the lineup going through. Just the bottom of the lineup turns the lineup over for the top, who is able to score the runs. And up and down this lineup, honestly, they score plenty of runs, but just a long lineup. And there's ball 1. A tough one to take for Braun, as that pitch was just a smidge high, but that'll bring the count to 1-2. And there's a ball in the dirt, so Braun able to be patient there and even the count back up at 2s. That pitch is driven deep to left. It's going back, but just missed and caught at the wall. So the Wasps able to score 2 there in the bottom of the 4th. So after 4 straight innings, the score is Emory and Henry 5, Lynchburg 2. So as we start the top of the 5th, the Hornets will send to the plate number 13, Olivia Herman. Should be looking to get something started, as the Hornets have been stifled since they scored 2 runs in the first inning. First pitch to Herman is grounded to short, bobbled by Hyatt, and is unable to get the out at first. So an error by the Wasps will have a runner at first and no outs. Pitch is skied into left and caught by Hyatt. Pitch was hit by Kaylee Hackett, so Hyatt able to make up for her error there with a great play in shallow left. So there'll be one out as number 8, Gracie Dooley, steps to the plate. First pitch to Dooley is a called strike, and that's exactly what you want to see out of your senior shortstop. Makes a error, obviously knows that she should have made that play, but is able to forget it, flush it, and make the next one. That pitch is fouled off. So Dooley down 0-2. And that pitch gets away from Silvas. Able to let the runner advance to second. Count is 1-2. There's a ball out, so that'll even the count up at 2s. Swung on and missed, and a big strikeout for Cam Durr. That'll be the second out of the inning. And it'll bring to the plate number 25, Sophie Tully. That pitch is grounded to short, bobbled by Hyatt, and unable to make the play at first. So another error by the senior shortstop. And there'll be 2 outs with runners on first and third for number 2, Ashley Haley. And you got to hope an error like that would have ended the inning doesn't come around to bite the Wasps. First pitch to Haley is a called strike. That pitch is fouled off, hits Haley in the box. So quickly down 0-2 is Ashley Haley. That pitch is fouled off by Haley, so count will still remain 0-2. And there's ball 1. Almost hits Haley. She'll have a 1-2 count. That pitch is grounded foul down the third base line. So everyone will head on back to their respective bases. And we'll have a 1-2 count again. That pitch is grounded to short. Hyatt with the play. Throws to second, and everyone's safe. So Lynchburg able to play to run there. They'll have runners at first and second with 2 outs. And that error by Emory and Henry does, in fact, end up costing them a run. That pitch is grounded through the hole. Runner is around second, headed for home, and she slides into home. But the Wasps have a Hornets runner in a rundown at third. She's safe. So everyone's safe, and a run scored by the Hornets on that base hit. So runners on first and third, 2 outs. And number 12, Kaylee Hughgate will step to the plate. Wasps just looking for any way to get an out here and get out of this top of the 5th. Hughgate shows bunt, pulls back. And there's a ball out, so Hughgate with a hitter's count here, 2-0. And the Wasps really need to buckle down here and find some sort of out, as Lynchburg definitely has some momentum here with 2 outs in the top of the 5th. And that pitch gets away from Silvas. Runner comes home. She's safe. So a wild pitch allows Lynchburg to tie this game. So the score will be 5-5. There'll be 2 outs with a runner on second and a 2-0 count. Sorry, that was a 3-0 count. So Dirt does have a base open at first, and she'll use it as she kind of overthrew that pitch a little bit. So there'll be runners on first and second with 2 outs as number 15, Carly Cundiff, steps to the plate. Wasps really need to lock in here. They've got a play at any base with 2 outs. And that pitch hits Cundiff, which will load the bases. So with 2 outs, Lynchburg will send to the plate number 26, Brie Hodges. She'll have the bases loaded. Looks like Cundiff is okay at first, which is a good thing. And we will get back after it after Silvas tries to calm her pitcher down. So Hodges looking to take the lead for Lynchburg here as the bases are loaded with 2 outs. And that's ball 1 in the dirt. Ball 2. That pitch is grounded to third. Stedman fields it cleanly, throws to first. So the Wasp able to get the final out of the inning, but not before they allow Lynchburg to tie this game after 4.5 innings. Your score is all tied up at 5s. So after a rough top of the 5th, the Wasps will look to try to regain their lead here in the bottom of the 5th. They will send to the plate number 23, Allison Stedman.
Moving off the bottom of the 5th for Emory Henry, the third baseman, number 23, Allison Stedman.
First pitch to Stedman is a called strike. And there's strike 2 called, so Stedman in a hole early here. Missed that pitch. She'll have a double out of it. Still a great piece of hitting. So 2 outs. The Wasps have first pitch to Hyde is a called strike. Swung on and missed by Hyatt, so she's in a hole. And Farlow seems to really have found herself a groove here. She's had 3 of the 4 Wasp hitters today in this inning down 0-2, and there's her second strikeout looking of the inning. So the Wasps unable to do much aside from Varner's double. They are unable to score any runs, so after 5 full innings, your score is still tied 5-5. So leading off the top of the 6 for Lynchburg will be number 13, Olivia Herman. They'll be looking to add on to that top of the 5th 3-run inning. First pitch to Herman is grounded to short, fielded cleanly by Hyatt, thrown over to first, and that'll be the first out of the inning. So 1 pitch, 1 out for the Wasps. And they'll see number 19, Kaylee Hackett here. First pitch to Hackett is a ball in. There's ball 2. So Hackett here in a hitter's count. That ball is driven deep to left. Cox is under it for the second out of the inning. So 2 quick outs for the Wasps as number 8, Gracie Dooley, steps to the plate. And scratch that, we will actually have a pinch hitter. Stepping to the plate will be number 5, Maya Liburn. We apologize for those technical difficulties, but we are back here. We are in the bottom of the 6th. 1 out, runners on second and third. Number 11, Nicole Cox is at the plate. She's got an 0-2 count. Also looking to drive in a run here. And that ball is hit into left center. That'll be a run. Ball gets past the center fielder. It'll be 2 runs. And the Wasps retake the lead 7-5 with an 2 RBI single by Nicole Cox. So with 1 out and a runner on first, the senior Alex Braun will step to the plate. And looks like the Hornets will make another pitching change. We will talk to you about her when we come on back. Talk about this lady. So now pitching for the Hornets is number 4, Kaylee Cox. She comes in with a 3.89 ERA over 63 innings pitched, and opponents are hitting .287 against her. She'll face first number 14, Alex Braun. First pitch to Braun is grounded to short, bobbled, and she'll be safe at first. So an error by number 12, Kaylee Hughgate at shortstop, will bring Allison Stedman to the plate with runners at first and second and 1 out. Stedman shows bunt, pulls back. Pitch is called a strike anyway. There's ball 1. Count will even out at 1s. Pitch is called a strike. Cox takes off for third. No throw, so she's there easily. Be runners at first and third, as that pitch was called a strike. Stedman with a 1-2 count. That pitch is skied into shallow center. It is caught, but Cox is able to easily score on the tag up. So a sacrifice fly for Stedman. And there'll be 2 outs with a runner on first for number 24, Morgan Silvas. First pitch to Silvas is a ball. There's ball 2, so Silvas in a hitter's count here. Pitch is fouled off. Count moves to 2-1. Pitch is fouled off. Straight back, so there'll be a 2-2 count. That pitch is grounded to short, fielded cleanly and thrown over to first. So that'll be the final out of the inning, but not before the Wasps are able to plate 3. Your score after 6 full is Emory Henry 8, Lynchburg 5. So the Hornets down to their last 3 outs here in the top of the 7th after a 3-run bottom of the 6th for the Wasps. Durr looking to get the complete game here. The batter for the Hornets is number 25, Sophie Tully. First pitch to her is a ball. And there's ball 2. So Tully in a hitter's count here, 2-0. That pitch is fouled straight back. Count is 2-1. And that pitch is fouled off, so Tully in a 2-2 count, Durr able to battle back into this AB. Pitch is fouled back. Count is still 2-2. And there's ball 3, so Tully here with a full count. Pitch is grounded, foul down the third baseline. So just on the outside of the third base, we'll bring everyone back and we'll redo that 3-2 count. And there's ball 4, so Durr loses Tully. She'll head on down to first. So there'll be no outs and a runner on first for number 2, Ashley Haley. And looks like we will have a pinch runner at first, number 29, Leah Caldwell. The freshman will run for Tully. First pitch to Haley is a called strike on the inside corner. Ball up. That'll even the count at 1s. Pitch is grounded to third. Stedman throws to second. They get 1. Unable to get the second half of the double play. But Wasp able to get the lead runner and their first out. So with 1, number 10, Lexi Powell will step to the plate. First pitch to foul is grounded to short. Hyatt with 1 to first. And unable to turn the double play again, but Wasp get the lead runner. So they have 2 outs here in the top of the 7th. And Lynchburg will send to the plate number 12, Kaylee Hughgate, I'm sorry. First pitch to Hughgate is a called strike on the outside corner. And that pitch is fouled off, so the Hornets down to their last strike of the game as Hughgate is down 0-2. Pitch is fouled off. Fouled off again, so Hughgate is fighting here down 0-2. That pitch is popped up to shallow left. Cox is calling for it. And that'll be the final out of the game. So the Wasp able to hold on. They win game 1 8-5. And I think the performance of senior Cam Durr is plenty of walks, but was able to show the maturity of being able to work counts and get batters out regardless of how it was done. So your final score is Emory Henry 8, Lynchburg 5. We will be back shortly for Game 2. Thank you for tuning in. So we are back. Apologize for those technical difficulties, but the Wasps with 2 outs in the top of the second. Number 5, Maya Leyburn at the plate. She lines out to Braun for the final out of the inning. So the Wasps able to hold the Hornets here in the top of the second. Score is still tied at 0s. So as we start the bottom of the second, the Wasps will send to the plate number 22, Kendall Varner.
Leading off the bottom of the second for Emory Henry, the first baseman, number 22, Kendall Varner.
First pitch to Varner is a ball out. And there's ball 2, so Varner in the driver's seat here. She's got a 2-0 hitter's count. That pitch is fouled off down the third base line. And there's strike 2 called, so Varner is all evened out here at 2s. That pitch is driven into left, and it is down. It'll be off the wall. Varner headed for second, and she'll be in with a lead-off double. And that'll bring to the plate number 9, Kendall Hyatt. Hyde had a home run in the first game. Looking to continue having a great day here. First pitch to Varner is a called strike on the inside corner. There's a ball low. Evens the count at 1s. That pitch is fouled off. Looks like Hyatt was protecting prime real estate, as it might have hit her if she didn't make contact with that ball. There's a ball out. Varner taking third, and she is safe with a great head-first slide. She's able to take third. She slides to the outer half of the bag, and there was no chance for the third baseman, Cundiff, to make that tag. So a 2-2 count with a runner on third, no outs for Kendall Hyatt. She hits that ball to right field. It is caught, but Varner headed for home. She slides, and she is safe on the dropped ball. Well, a great throw out of right field by 26, Brie Hodges, but unable to be corralled at the plate. Herman drops the pitch, so Wasp able to get on the board. So with one out and bases are empty, Daisy Jenkins will try to get everything So here in the top of the third with 2 outs, the Lynchburg Hornets will send to the plate number 12, Kaylee Hughgate. First pitch to Hughgate is a ball low. And there's strike 1 called, so that'll even the count up at 1s. Hughgate shows bunt, pulls back. There's ball 3, so Hughgate in a hitter's count here, 3-1. And that bunt is down this time for Hughgate. Stedman trying to make a play, but Kaylee Hughgate is too fast, so she's able to reach base on a bunt for a single. So with 2 outs and a runner on second, Lynchburg will send to the plate number 15, Carly Cundiff. First pitch to Cundiff is a ball in the dirt. Pitch is grounded through the hole into left. So a 2-out base hit by Cundiff will move runners to first and second for number 26, Brie Hodges, as she comes to the plate with 2 outs. First pitch to Hodges is swung on and missed. And strike 2 called, so Braun able to get way ahead in this count. She's got Hodges down 0-2. And that pitch just missed. Called a ball, so that'll move the count to 1-2. And that pitch is sky deep into center. Thomas is under it, and that'll be caught for the final out of the inning. So none come to pass for the Hornets. Wasps were able to hold on to their 1-run lead. And so after 2.5 innings, your score is Emory Henry 1, Lynchburg 0. So leading off the bottom of the third for the Wasps will be number 11, Nicole Cox.
Leading off the bottom of the third for Emory Henry. The left fielder, number 11, Nicole Cox.
She'll be looking to start something here for the Wasps as they can add to their one-run lead. First pitch to Cox is grounded to second, fielded cleanly, and thrown over to first for the first out of the inning. So one pitch, one out for Lynchburg, and that'll bring to the plate number 14, Alex Braun.
Now batting the pitcher, number 14, Alex Braun.
First pitch to Braun is a ball out. That pitch is popped up into shallow left. It is called and caught by Kaylee Hughgate. So the Wasps quickly with 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. And that'll bring to the plate number 23, Allison Stedman.
The third baseman, number 23, Allison Stedman.
Stedman shows bunt. She's been slashing all day, showing that bunt, pulling it back, and swinging away. She shows bunt, pulls back again. This time it's called for a strike, so that'll even the count out at ones. And a called strike on Stedman, so she's now behind in the count, 1-2. And swung on and missed, but dropped. So the throw down to first, and that'll be the final out of the inning. So Wasps go down 3 straight, not able to do anything in the bottom of the third. So after 3 full innings, the score is still Emory Henry 1, Lynchburg 0. So as we start the top of the fourth, Lynchburg will send to the plate number 13, Olivia Herman. She's been doing the catching for the Hornets today. First pitch to Herman is fouled straight back. Swung on and missed, so Herman now down in the count, 0-2. Going to be looking to just put something in play here. That pitch is grounded to second. Mintz bobbles, throws to first, and Herman is safe at first. So leading the inning off with an error is not exactly what the Wasps wanted. We shall see if that will come back to bite them. But now coming to the plate for Lynchburg will be number 19, Kaylee Hackett. Hackett shows bunt. She gets it down. Fielded by Braun. Thrown to first. So the Wasp able to get the out. But the sacrifice works as the runner moves to second. So with one out, the Hornets will send to the plate number 25, Sophie Tully. She's got a runner in scoring position with one out. First pitch to Tully is swung on and missed. Braun changes elevations on her and gets her to swing through a fastball. That pitch is skied into shallow center. Get the second out of the inning. So with 2 outs, Lynchburg will send to the plate number 5, Maya Laburn.
The designated player, number 5, Maya Liburn.
Liburn looking to tie this game up as she has a runner in scoring position at second. First pitch to her is a called strike. Pitch is fouled off, so Liburn quickly in a hold down 0-2. That pitch is driven into left. Cox is under it for the final out of the inning. So Lynchburg again held to a no-run inning. After 3.5 innings, your score is still Emory Henry 1, Lynchburg 0. Leading off for the Wasp in the bottom of the fourth will be number 22, Kendall Varner. Wasp looking to add to their one-run lead. They've been stifled the last inning, but looking to get something started here in the bottom of the fourth. First pitch to Varner is a ball high. And a ball low, so Varner in a hitter's count here, 2-0. Going to be looking for something that she can put into the cheap seats. That pitch is fouled off. And ball 3, so Varner again in a hitter's count here. She's got 3-1 to her. And there's strike 2, so full count here. That pitch is grounded down the third base line. That's a fair ball. It's in the corner. Varner thinking too. And she will go into second standing. So a lead-off double for the Wasps. Exactly what they were looking for. And that'll bring up number 9, Kendall Hyatt.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 9, Kendall Hyatt.
Hyatt drops down a bunt. Is able to move Varner to third. So a great sac bunt out of Kendall Hyatt to bring up Daisy Jenkins, number 20, with one out. So any ball hit to anywhere but the corners is probably going to score a run here, as Varner is on third with less than 2 outs. First pitch to Jenkins about hits her. She's able to dance out of the way. That pitch is called a strike on the outside corner. That'll even up the count at 1s. That pitch is fouled off, so Jenkins now behind 1-2. This becomes a team at bat where we just in play as opposed to pretty hit, I guess. With 1 out and runner on third. That pitch is driven into foul territory down the left field line. So the count will still remain 2-2. That pitch is fouled off this time over the first base dugout. So Daisy Jenkins definitely battling here in this at-bat. That pitch is lined to second. Ball is thrown home. Varner is safe. Haley looks like she just hesitated just a little bit, unsure if she was going to throw home or not. And that was plenty of time, just enough for Varner to head on into home and score the second run of the game. So there will be 1 out, a runner on first. Looks like we'll have a pinch runner of Kenzie Ingo. And the Wasp lead 2-0 here in the bottom of the fourth. So the Wasps will send to the plate number 28, Hannah Morrison, with 1 out. She'll look to continue this inning for the Wasps. First pitch to Morrison is a called strike. That pitch is grounded to third, thrown over to second, and the Hornets will get the lead runner at second. So 2 outs, runner on first for number 7, Haley Mintz.
At the plate, the second baseman, number 7, Haley Mintz.
First pitch to Mintz is a called strike on the outside corner. That pitch is skied into right field and caught for the final out of the inning. But not before the Wasps are able to plate a run. After 4 full innings, your score is Emory Henry 2, Lynchburg 0. So as we start the top of the 5th, Lynchburg will send to the plate number 2, Ashley Haley. She'll be looking to get something started for the Hornets as they are down at 2-0 here. Braun has definitely been stifling this Lynchburg offense all day, and it's been pretty frustrating, I assume, for them because they've been getting people on, just hits have not been kind of lined up in a row to get people home. First pitch to Haley is a called strike. And there's strike 2, so Ashley Haley in a hole very early. She's down 0-2. And swung on and missed, gets away from Jenkins. So Haley will be able to head on down to first on the drop third strike. And there'll be no outs and a runner on first for number 10, Lexi Powell.
Now adding the center fielder, number 10, Lexi Powell.
Powell shows bunt. She gets it down, fielded by Varner, thrown over to first. And the Wasps are able to get the out, but not before the sacrifice bunt works. The Hornets are able to get a runner in scoring position with 1 out as number 12, Kaylee Hughgate, steps to the first pitch to Hughgate is called strike on the outside corner. And pitch just misses, evens the count out at ones. Hughgate shows bunt, gets it down, but foul. So she'll have a 1-2 count as she heads back to the plate. And that pitch is driven into left. Cox coming in. She's unable to make the play. Throws to third. Everybody's safe, and Hughgate's able to take second on the throw. So a base hit by Hughgate leaves the Hornets with runners on second and third with one out. And number 5, Carly Cundiff, coming to the plate. First pitch to Cundiff is a ball in her eyes. The pitch is fouled straight back. That'll even the count out at ones. So a 1-1 count to Carly Cundiff. She watches a ball go by, and she's got a 2-1 count. That pitch is driven into left center. It's down, and one run. So the Wasps with some work to do here in the bottom of the fifth as they allowed Lynchburg to tie the game up at 2s in the top of the fifth. They will send to the plate to lead it off. Number 1, Anna Thomas. Thomas having a great day so far, looking to continue that here.
Leading off the bottom of the fifth for Emory Henry, the center fielder, number 1, Anna Thomas.
First pitch to Thomas, ball out. And that pitch nearly hits Thomas on the elbow. Count moves to 2-0. And that's what those elbow guards are for. And there's strike one called, so the count will move to 2-1. That pitch is fouled straight back. So count will even out at 2s here. That pitch is grounded foul. So the count will still be 2-2. And there's strike 3 called. So Thomas goes down on strikes. She'll be the first out of the inning, and that'll send to the plate number 11, Nicole Cox.
The left fielder, number 11, Nicole
First pitch to Cox is a called strike on the inner half. The pitch is fouled straight back, so Cox is quickly in a hole down 0-2. That pitch is fouled off down the left field line, so Cox is fighting here in this at-bat, trying to get something started for the Wasps as they have one out in the bottom of the fifth. That pitch is driven to second, fielded cleanly, thrown over to first for the second out of the inning. Thought at first that Ashley Haley might have gotten under that ball, but was still able to make the play at first regardless for the second out. So with that, the Wasps will send to the plate number 14, Alex Braun. Braun is a low. That pitch is driven deep into center, and that ball is gone. One-run home run for Alex Braun on her senior day. Takes the lead for the Wasp. That ball was hit to the deepest part of the field, straight over center. And that takes the lead back for the Wasp. So with one swing, this game is no longer tied. Now coming to the plate for the Wasp, trying to keep this rally going, will be number 23, Allison Stedman. First pitch to Stedman is a ball up. There's a strike called, so that'll even up the count at 1-1 for Stedman. That pitch is grounded back to the pitcher, and an easy play for the final out of the inning, but not before the Wasps were able to plate a run on an Alex Braun home run. Your score after 5 is Emory Henry 3, Lynchburg 2. Cool. So now stepping to the plate for Lynchburg and leading off the top of the sixth will be number 19, Kaylee Hackett. First pitch to her is a called strike.
Leading off the sixth for Lynchburg. Left fielder number 17, 19, Kaylee Hackett.
That pitch is swung on and missed, so Hackett quickly in a hole down 0-2. It definitely feels like the momentum and everything has changed. The Wasps have kind of cemented it. And there's strike three with that run that they scored in the bottom of the fifth and taking the lead. It was a similar feeling in the first game when they were able to score and take the lead late in the game. I believe in the bottom of the sixth. It just felt like it was a foregone conclusion. Not trying to jinx anybody, obviously, but you definitely get that feeling that the Wasps have taken the lead. They're an old and mature team that knows how to win, and they're ready to hold on to this thing for the long haul. So that pitch is fouled off by number 25, Sophie Tully. She fouls off two straight. Now she's down 0-2. She's down 0-2. And they're swung on and missed. So second straight strikeout by Alex Braun. She's got 2 outs here. And it looks like there'll be some sort of change. Looks like number 8, Grace Lee will come out and pinch hit. So Dooley will try to get something started here for Lynchburg with 2 outs. First pitch to her is swung on and missed. There's a ball low. That'll even the count out at 1-1. And that pitch is fouled back, called off by Varner for the final out of the inning. So a quick one for the Wasps here in the top of the sixth. They're able to hold on to their lead. So after 5.5, your score is Emory and Henry 3, Lynchburg 2. So here in the bottom of the sixth, the Wasps are going to be looking to add to their 3-2 lead. They will start that with number 22, Kendall Varner. First pitch to Varner's a ball in her eyes. There's ball 2, so Varner with a hitter's count here, 2-0. And there's strike 1, so count will move to 2-1. Oh, and that pitch hits Varner in the head. didn't seem to phase her one bit as she trucks on down to first. So with no outs, there'll be a runner on first for number 9, Kendall Hyatt, as she comes to the plate.
Now batting the shortstop, number 9, Kendall Hyatt.
First pitch to Hyatt is skied into shallow right. Jordan drops the ball. Varner is out at second. Nothing she could really do there, as that looked like that ball was going to be easily caught. So she will be out at second, and there'll be one out with a runner on first as number 20, Daisy Jenkins, comes to the plate. Well, before that, the head coach for Lynchburg, Dawn Simmons, wants to come out and talk to her entire team. Even called the outfielders in for this one. So trying to settle everyone down, or maybe chew them out, I'm not sure. But regardless, there's one out and a runner on first for number 20, Daisy Jenkins.
Now batting the catcher, number 20, Daisy Jenkins.
First pitch to Jenkins is screamed down the third base line, but foul. Almost took Coach Forrester's head off down there. He wasn't paying attention. And there's a ball called, so Jenkins will have a 1-1 count. There's a ball out, so a 2-1 count here, Jenkins. Pitch is driven deep into left. It'll be down. Hyatt running and held up at third as Jenkins trucks on into second with a one-out double. And that'll bring to the plate number 28, Hannah Morrison, with runners in scoring position and less than 2 outs.
Now batting the designated player, number 28, Hannah Morrison.
So the loss with an opportunity to break this game open, as they have runners on second and third. First pitch to Morrison is driven deep to center. It's going, and it's gone! 3-run home run by Hannah Morrison. Dead red to center, deepest part of the field. And that brings this game 6-2. And an awesome feeling for Hannah Morrison on her senior day to hit a ball dead red center. But more importantly, breaks this game wide open. So that'll bring to the plate number 7, Haley Mintz. She'll be looking to start this offense over after the 3-run home run. First pitch to Mintz is fouled off over the first base dugout. That pitch is grounded to short and thrown over to first for the second out of the inning. So that'll bring to the plate number 1, Anna Thomas. She'll try to do it with 2 here.
At the plate, the center fielder, number 1, Anna Thomas.
First pitch to Thomas is grounded foul on the first baseline. Pitch is this time lined foul down the first baseline. Thomas is now in a hole down 0-2. Gonna have to protect here. The pitch is foul. Heads up. Fouled straight back. And Thomas will remain in her 0-2 count. Died. So 0-2 to Thomas. And there's a ball out. So count will move to 1-2.